This is a work of fiction. Any resemblance to actual persons, living or dead, is purely coincidental. The Rally and the Rot, Part 4. The streets were quieter now. The smoke had thinned. And though broken glass still glittered in the gutters, the chants no longer shook the city like thunder. Slowly, the people began to return to their lives. Wounds were tended, barricades dismantled, and voices that had roared with fury softened into a tired but proud silence. The government, fractured and desperate, began to make concessions, small reforms, apologies half-whispered, promises of accountability. For the first time in weeks, the air seemed to ease. The city was not healed, but it was breathing again. But for those at the center of corruption, peace never came. Senator Duran was one of them. His body carried the mark of the unseen Rotashian lips, cracked nails, skin that sagged like old cloth. He hid it beneath cosmetics, tailored suits, and forced smiles. Yet the decay grew bolder, no longer content to hide. During one press conference, cameras caught it. While addressing reporters, his voice faltered, breaking into a rasp so dry it echoed like sandpaper. Sweat beaded on his skin, except it wasn't sweat, it was gray, powdery dust falling from his hairline. Gasps filled the room. He coughed into his hand, and black grit spilled onto the podium. The cameras never stopped rolling. Soon, his image spread across every screen, not as the untouchable senator, but as a crumbling husk, a man rotting alive under the glare of the public. Memes, headlines, whispers his shame became unstoppable. His wealth, his power, none of it shielded him from the truth written across his body. Other figures of power began to falter, hands trembling on microphones, eyes clouded on live television, smiles breaking into grimaces that revealed teeth already darkened. Their carefully constructed images collapsed, eaten by the same silent plague. The people had begun to heal, but the powerful were left to decay in the open, their secrets etched into their flesh, their shame laid bare for the world to see. The rallies had ended, the unrest was quiet, but the rot lingered, patient and merciless.